Hey, how's it going? We are continuing a series where we're taking a look at high manufacturing or top level manufacturing when it comes to that, as well as if you have any particular idea and you like to develop that into products and services, there are different networks available for different businesses where they can potentially help you to do that. They already have the necessary facilities, necessary staff, sometimes not necessary. They can help you to secure finance when it comes to bringing your ideas into fulfillment. Within this video, we're going to be taking a look at Nuclear Advanced Manufacturing Research Center and some of those areas of expertise, what they have to offer. As we speak, there is a funding available, right, for myself. I was taking a look at two different areas, but there's a funding available, way more funding for different areas, right? I was looking at filters when it comes to nuclear radiation and some of the opportunities available when it comes to development of filters, as well as that would be one area. Next area would be when it comes to autonomous transportation of nuclear materials. So there's the two opportunities out there when it comes to securing funding. So potentially, if you are interested to working with the government institutions when it comes to solving those two problems or more, there is a different funding opportunities available for different businesses to actually secure funding and develop some of those projects, and hopefully you can develop that. It can be challenging, especially if it's not something you have done in the past. It always can be challenging, right? As well as I have seen a number of different documentaries, right? During those documentaries, so I'm quoting someone, right? They have said how much of this problem, nuclear problem, perhaps something considered nuclear waste problem, can be cost for taxpayers, not necessarily limited to UK. Some of the documentaries that I watched, it was talking about nuclear waste and the problem and the cost, right? Some of the countries they're digging deep underground, like Sweden, and perhaps there's different opportunities there available as well, right? Where within UK they storing everything, I guess. Let's jump into this particular research center and try to understand what kind of support they have available out there. From there, we can progress into finance and other areas. But first, let's acknowledge the center and what the center does. I'm going to be taking a look first at resources online that I managed to find. From those, we can jump onto a company's website and try to understand all the information that they're sharing there. First, let's start with location. The Nuclear Advanced Manufacturing Research Center is based or situated in Rotherham, South Yorkshire, in the United Kingdom. Mission: what they are looking to accomplish. The primary mission of NAMRC is to advance manufacturing technologies, specifically tailored to the nuclear industry. Collaboration: the center actively collaborates with industry partners, academic institutions, and all government agencies to foster research and development in nuclear manufacturing. So that would be something that they're looking to achieve. Depending, some of the contracts can be structured where you need to collaborate with government institutions. Some of those, depending on the contract again, right? Research at NAMRC encompasses various areas of advanced manufacturing, including robotics, automation, material science, and process optimization, with a focus on addressing the unique challenges of the nuclear sector. Recently, I had jumped on a conference call and they have very specific problems, right? Sometimes they have false alarms, so even that might cost a lot of time, downtime, there where they're not necessarily being able to operate or do anything. So very unique problem. Sometimes people up there who actually up there having hands-on experience, they might be interested in people looking to address and help them to solve some of the very unique problems, right? I thought it would be they have changed a little bit when it comes to my understanding of what they are doing, what they are facing, some of the problems that they're facing every day. But any of you, I would highly recommend you if you are looking for business opportunities. There are so many different business opportunities there. Training and skill development. The center may be involved in offering training programs and initiatives to develop skilled workforce in the nuclear manufacturing sector. I don't know how well performing like nuclear, right? If we are being perhaps when it comes to producing energy, it's one of the best sectors when it comes to producing energy. There is a different area, right, where worth mentioning, right? Places like Germany looking to stop using nuclear. This is what Germany is doing, right? So by 2023, there's a plan in place where they would stop entirely using nuclear power to produce energy. But perhaps, so I don't know, because how much we're paying for energy right now as a society within UK with the different parts. So I don't know what's perfect. How much of the world is struggling when it comes to producing nuclear. We perhaps can improve technology. So it depends. It depends, right? If you see things moving towards this direction, perhaps you myself think that things would shift towards different energy production sources, as thorium, or perhaps governments still considering having nuclear power weapons, right? So they will stick with nuclear instead. So there is different opportunities there. So, but I would highly recommend to do your own research to understand what's happening. And if you were to develop or be interested in developing anything in training, product services, you need to understand all the other companies within the market and how well other countries performing within this industry. Once you start doing research, you'll understand what I'm talking about, right? Next area would be technological innovation. Is at the forefront of technological innovation in manufacturing, seeking to implement cutting-edge solutions that contribute to advancement of nuclear manufacturing process. So it's one of those areas what NAMRC is focused on, as well as knowledge transfer. I have reached out to some of the universities and have tried to understand what will be the process of taking part in some of those programs. Sometimes they would have universities would have point of contact, and you need to secure different partnerships, and universities would potentially secure you people and perhaps facilities, and you can potentially work on different projects when it comes to knowledge transfer if it's something that you're interested in. But again, they would expect you to be working with the industry for quite some time, and if it's something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out. They would tell you reasons why it's so hard to get into some of those industries. Let's jump on the company's website and see what kind of information we're able to find there. I'm not supported by any of those organizations, right? So, to say the least, I would expect some of those organizations to collaborate with the business. So that's what I would expect those organizations to do. I have reached out to a number of those, and if they would like, send me a check, I guess. See if we can do some great things together, right? If you're looking for promotion or anything. Other than that, let's jump on a company's website and take a look at perhaps services, right? Some of the services that they do offer that would be a fit for nuclear. Depending on the size of your business, you might be considering some of the energy sources and how you're going to be sourcing energy. But again, you perhaps to fall within what will be required to source some of the energy, your business need to be looking to for different energy solutions and how you're going to be sourcing that. So potentially using a lot of energy, right? There is a government schemes for that as well. Next one would be commercial research and development, collaborative research and development, small to medium-sized business support, joint industry projects, knowledge transfer partnerships that most likely would involve you would need to reach out to the different universities, so they would give you students and to work with, as well as membership. So there's different services available there. Well, I'm interested, right? So perhaps finalize with this example, right? How that's even possible, right? To put nuclear energy production into a submarine, right? It's something that UK is looking to do and develop some of those technologies. So how big is it? How small is it? Potentially where they can have almost infinite energy when it comes to producing electricity or energy, right? How we can put that into a sub. And UK perhaps has very good technology if that's the case, if it can potentially build those subs, right? Not only UK, perhaps other countries can do the same, including France, Russia, perhaps US can do that as well. So perhaps other countries can do that as well. But how big is the sub? How big is that engine? It can be perhaps very small, I guess. Perhaps it just in the case of having trained staff, having necessary staff, and you can produce infinite energy. I don't know how hard is it, or perhaps it's very expensive. And if there would be more interest into developing such a thing, perhaps there would be cheaper technologies. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what would be the process. It just perhaps more than the process, the risk involvement. Well, either way, I just something myself I'm interested in. Myself, if you are interested in learning more, I have published a book with regards to livestock enterprise. There's going to be a series of books where I'm going to be taking a look at how to start a business and how to run your company. In particular, within those books, I'm going to be focusing on first step, right, and milestone. There's going to be a financial goal that I personally believe there is one way to track your progress. That would be progression from zero all the way to your first 10,000 euros, dollars, pounds, and how you can achieve this milestone. Then starting and setting up your business. Within this book, I'm sharing a lot of information, a lot of examples, so you can learn from those, as well as hopefully you can take action. So that would be perhaps area, or if you would read this book, I would highly recommend to actually take action and start your business. Right? You can find this book in the description below, as well as Top Retailers has it. University of Sheffield Nuclear Advanced Manufacturing Research Center, part of High Value Manufacturing Catapult, is set up to help UK's companies win work in nuclear. So if it's something that you are interested in, it's something where you perhaps see a lot of potential in, especially when it comes to use cases. Some of the market opportunities are there as well, as we have recently won the contract, right, when it comes to Australia nuclear submarines, right? So it's powered by nuclear energy. So there's a lot of opportunities there. I don't know, so that perhaps there's a risk involved, as well as perhaps different energy resources as well. So if anything, there's opportunities there available. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.